I was just a broke personal shopper, yet I had the guts to brag that I could buy absolutely anything for my clients. If I couldn't get it, I'd pay out 100 times the price. Oh, you ran out of those spicy Japanese videos? No problem, I can hook you up with more. Hell, even if you took a trip to northern Myanmar and got your kidney stolen, it's no biggie. I could buy you a brand new one. But if you wanted to drop $10 billion on an American nuclear submarine, well, that's gonna be a bit tough. But as long as I've got enough points, it's totally doable. Because my system can source goods from across the multiverse, I was just a broke college grad facing unemployment. With nowhere else to turn, I became a freelance buyer. I dreamed of getting filthy rich doing it, but reality hit hard. I was surviving on instant noodles and plain steamed buns every single day. I stared at my livestream with a pathetic 3 or 4 viewers. Man, even a dog would shake its head at that. Suddenly, a cold, robotic voice echoed in my mind. Ding, strong entrepreneurial desire detected from host. Activating the ultimate buyer system. Host, Li Feng, initial level, level 1, system objective, to help the host purchase goods from across the multiverse. I jolted upright and pinched my arm as hard as I could. Is this a hallucination? I muttered. Please do not threaten the system with self-harm, the voice replied. This system is connected to infinite dimensions. We can source absolutely any product. At your current level, you can purchase items valued up to 100,000 yuan. The system automatically handles sourcing and documentation to guarantee all transactions are strictly legal. I took a deep breath, but my heart was pounding out of my chest. My ultimate cheat code had finally arrived. Time to soar. I immediately changed my account name to The Universal Buyer, and typed a brand new title for the livestream. I can source anything, any item under 100,000 yuan guaranteed. If I can't get it, I'll pay you 100,000 yuan right on the spot. Man, I was betting my entire life on this. The stream still only had 3 or 4 lurkers, but I stared dead into the camera and said slowly and clearly. As long as it's under 100,000 yuan, whether it's a discontinued limited edition, or something entirely bizarre, I can get it for you. And if I fail, I'll transfer you 100 grand right here on the stream. The chat instantly blew up. Are you freaking kidding me? Just another clickbait scammer. Has the streamer lost his damn mind? Could you get me a Gatling gun? One comment read. I kept my cool and replied. Gatling guns are strictly illegal to trade here, so that violates the terms. Right then, another comment caught my eye. I'm a massive photography nerd, and I've been dying to get my hands on the Leica TYP 116 Special Edition. I've searched everywhere for it. Suddenly, a glowing holographic screen popped up right in front of my face. Product: Leica TYP 116 Special Edition. Source: a private collector's home in Japan. Sourcing cost: 8,500. Suggested retail price: 11,000 to 12,500. Estimated delivery: within 24 hours. I can absolutely get that for you, I announced. The price is 12,000 yuan. You'll have it in your hands by this exact time tomorrow. The chat went absolutely insane. An international order delivered in one single day? Are you freaking kidding me? I didn't back down. If I cannot produce the item by this time tomorrow, I will wire you 100,000 yuan on the spot. The very next day, the moment I went live, my viewer count instantly skyrocketed to between 300 and 400 people. The user, Meat Bun Lover, requested a live call. A chubby, nerdy-looking kid popped up on the screen. Hey, streamer, I still haven't received any package yet. The chat completely lost its mind. Ha ha ha, called it, he didn't get it. I glanced at the countdown. 2 minutes left. The countdown hit 0. Knock, knock, knock. Hello, international delivery for you. The chubby guy rushed to get the door, his hands shaking as he tore open the box. Inside was an all-black Leica camera, with an exclusive serial number engraved on the side. The Leica Type 116 Special Edition, limited to only 30 units worldwide. It's real. I've been looking for this everywhere, and you got it delivered in just one day. The chat went absolutely wild. Personal shopper requests started flooding in like a tsunami. Just then, a very unique comment popped up. Streamer, do you take requests for more personal items? The user, Orange Soda, requested a voice call. When I connected it, a sweet girl's voice came through. Hi there, I was wondering if you could track down a part for a vintage Shanghai brand watch? The girl's voice choked up a bit. This watch was a token of love my grandma gave my grandpa when they were young. He wore it for over 40 years, but last year, he dropped it and a tiny gear inside snapped. We've searched everywhere, but it's such an old model from decades ago. It's been discontinued forever. The entire chat suddenly went quiet. Ah, I'm literally crying right now. Meanwhile, a holographic screen popped up right in front of me. Item. Dedicated transmission gear for a Shanghai brand 7120 mechanical watch. Source. The storage cabinet in the backyard of an old watch repair shop in Beijing's Liulichang district. Purchase cost, 120. Suggested price, 250. Estimated delivery, within 12 hours. Yes, I can take this request. The price is 200. I'll have it delivered within 12 hours. The girl's voice trembled with excitement. Streamer, I'll place the order right now. Just as she logged off, a system notification popped up. Host has completed a special order with high emotional value. Hidden reward triggered, an extra 500 points have been added. Current balance, 7,380 points. My heart leapt with joy. I can't believe emotional orders actually give bonus rewards. Suddenly, a battle request popped up on the stream. It was Zhao Lei, the ruthless fraudbuster, with 586,000 followers. The chat blew up. This guy was notoriously brutal. As soon as Zhao Lei showed up, the viewer count smashed past 5,000. He looked dead serious. Li Feng, I'll make a bet with you. I'm going to name a specific item. If you can source it within the time limit, I'll publicly apologize to you. I'll pin the apology for a whole month, and even push all my 500,000 followers to your channel. But, if you fail, you quit the internet completely, and you're banned from being a personal shopper forever. The entire stream fell into dead silence. I suddenly broke the silence. Your bet, I accept. Zhao Lei scoffed coldly. It's real simple. I want you to get the very first sewing machine ever made in Country Z. A Golden Lion brand sewing machine. That thing is a symbol of Country Z's rise to power. Nobody even knows where it is anymore. I quietly ran a search in my system. Item. Very first Golden Lion brand sewing machine. Manufactured in 1928. Procurement cost, 85,000. Sourcing location, stored in Nanchang's Shihai Villa district. Owned by the descendants of the Xiacheng sewing machine factory workers. Recommended quote, 100,000. Estimated delivery, within 3 days. Delivery within 3 days? Zhao Lei's expression completely changed. Are you out of your mind? Nobody even knows where that sewing machine is. I was brimming with confidence. Like I said, as long as you want it, I can source it for you. The price for this sewing machine is 100,000. Are you sure you want to buy it? I was selling at the system's recommended price. If I don't fleece this guy, who else am I gonna fleece? Zhao Lei gritted his teeth. Send the link, Li Feng. If I don't receive the goods in 3 days, then this is straight up fraud. Suddenly, the system beeped. Ding. Host has completed an order of international commemorative value. Hidden reward triggered. An extra 3,000 points have been added. Current points, 10,380. Ready to level up. I immediately ended the stream. Leveling up was the top priority. Host, Li Feng. Sourcing agent level 2. Level bonus. Profits from completed sourcing orders are doubled. My heart was pounding wildly. Double the profits? The profit for Zhao Lei's sewing machine was 15,000. Doubled, that makes it 30,000. On the third day, Zhao Lei's PK battle invitation popped up. Li Feng, it's been 3 days. Where is the sewing machine I asked for? I replied calmly, you still have half an hour. Ring, ring. Zhao Lei's phone suddenly went off. The Golden Lion sewing machine you ordered has arrived. Please come downstairs and sign for it. Zhao Lei rushed downstairs and violently tore open the box. An antique sewing machine was revealed, with gold-stamped words on the front. Red Lion sewing machine. Zhao Lei's face was filled with doubt and shock. Pointing at the machine, he said, the very first sewing machine had the number 1 carved right into its base. Your machine doesn't have it at all. I suddenly burst into laughter. Number 1 is carved on the base? I pulled out a black and white photo and slapped it onto the screen. Take a good look. This is a group photo from 1928, right when the machine was first built. They specifically showed off the number 1 carved inside the drawer. Zhao Lei opened the drawer with trembling hands. Right there, on the back of the drawer, was the prominently carved number 1. Zhao Lei hurriedly tried to save face. So it really was carved in the drawer all along. Brother Li, it's my own lack of knowledge. I completely misunderstood you. I smiled back at him. I completely understand. You just didn't want the audience to get scammed. We can't blame it on your lack of knowledge. We can only say your information wasn't accurate. What is true class? Now this is true class. Zhao Lei gave a deep, 90-degree bow. I'll go back and recommend my 500,000 followers to you right away. In just one short hour, my follower count broke through 100,000. Meanwhile, in another live streaming room, the 1 million follower sourcing streamer, Yu Cheng, narrowed his eyes. This Li Feng. His business is getting bigger and bigger. There's definitely something wrong with his goods. It's only a matter of time before it blows up in his face. You better pray I don't catch you. Later on, I stared at the system panel and sighed. Just 2,380 points? That's nowhere near enough. I'm way off the 200,000 points needed to level up. Gotta hustle. Suddenly, a user named Meat Bun Lover sent me a DM. It was Yi Zhonghai, the director of Peace Manufacturing Plant. He needed a special precision part, and only Country M had it in stock. But Country M had an export ban against Country Z without a second thought. I gave him a call. Director Yi, as long as the part you need has a name, I can definitely get my hands on it. Yi Zhonghai was moved. The part is called a Sykes Crystal Orb. It's a special energy source. Can you really get it? The Sykes Crystal Orb? It's the latest tech from Country M. They go for 30,000 a pop. It's completely exclusive to Country M. Right then, my system panel popped up. Item: Sykes Crystal Orb 001. Source: Country M International Tech Company Warehouse. Cost price: 8,000. Market price: 30,000. Suggested retail price: 10,000 to 30,000. Estimated delivery: within 5 days. Director Yi, I can get the goods. How many do you need? Yi Zhonghai was thrilled. I need 100 of them. Can you handle that? No problem. I'll do it for 10,000 apiece. Delivery within 5 days. Just then, Yu Cheng sent me a live battle invite. His smile was hiding venom. Li Feng, you're in way over your head. This is too deep for you. The Sykes Crystal Orb has been strictly embargoed. Country M's international tech company banned all sales to Country Z. Unless you're smuggling, but that's a straight-up felony. I replied coldly, just because you can't pull it off doesn't mean I can't. Right then, Chang Dong joined the stream. Hey, brother Yu, he's only charging 10,000. Even in Country M, you can't get it that cheap. Either he's bluffing, or his goods are dirty as hell. I stood up and looked straight into the camera, enunciating every word. Peace Manufacturing Plant is a private business. They make homegrown products. Their whole mission is making things affordable for everyone. People from Country M might look down on us in Country Z. But as a citizen of Country Z, am I supposed to rip off my own people? Just to let Country M laugh at us? The rise and fall of our nation rests on the shoulders of every citizen. I, Li Feng, have absolutely nothing to hide. I'm not afraid of public opinion, and I'm sure as hell not afraid of your rumors. The chat went completely wild. Streamer is so principled. Yu Cheng looked like he'd swallowed a lemon. He had basically just handed me a massive wave of clout. But he just sneered, if you can't deliver in 5 days, all this big talk is just pure bullshit. 5 days later, Yu Cheng went to the Peace Manufacturing Plant first thing in the morning and started a live stream with me. Li Feng, I'm standing right here at the Peace Manufacturing Plant. Where are the goods you promised? Yi Zhonghai looked incredibly worried. Li Feng, I really haven't received anything. Yu Cheng immediately showed his true colors. Listen up, chat, see that? Li Feng is nothing but a scammer. I replied calmly, they'll be delivered before the end of today. The day is half gone, and you're still stubbornly bluffing. Just then, Director Yi, there's a truck outside. They said they're here to deliver the proxy purchased goods. Yi Zhonghai jumped to his feet. Quick, take me there. The boxes were opened, revealing spherical orbs that looked like water droplets. Tiny electrical currents could be seen pulsing inside them. Yi Zhonghai was shaking with excitement. Yes, yes, yes. These are the Water X crystal orbs. Yu Cheng's face turned pale with anger. We've only ever seen samples. How do we know if they're real or fake? Yi Zhonghai slammed a document onto the table. Look closely. This is the certificate of authenticity from the tech company in Country M. This stamp is the anti-counterfeit mark. There's absolutely no way these are fake. He turned around and called me. Streamer Li, the goods are here. I'm confirming the delivery right now. Yu Cheng went deathly pale. Then, he suddenly realized something. Director Yi, have you thought about this? How did these goods get through customs? Country M refuses to sell them to us. And we also restrict goods from Country M. Yi Zhonghai froze. That's actually true. Yu Cheng turned to me on the live stream connection and snapped. Li Feng, where on earth did you get these? You smuggling? I just gave a lazy smile. And directly cut the connection. Streamer, how exactly did you get them? You're not a smuggler, are you? The reason I was in such a rush to end the stream was because my points had finally arrived. A full 200,000. Current points, 204,580. Proxy purchasing level can be upgraded. Upgrade successful. Current proxy purchasing level, level 3. New feature unlocked. Automatic network-wide proxy purchasing. I was so thrilled I almost cried. Before, I had to manually check every single order. Now, it was finally automated. With an account balance of nearly 300,000, I planned to really treat myself. After eating, I went back home and opened my streaming room. An overwhelming flood of chat messages came rushing in. Streamer, run away, quick. I was completely confused. The chat was spamming wildly, and the popularity score broke 1 million. You dirty spy, how do you still have the nerve to talk about patriotism? My voice remained as calm and breezy as ever. First of all, I am not a spy. There is no need for me to turn myself in. Secondly, the source of my goods is reliable and legitimate. I'm not afraid of any investigation. And finally, my proxy purchasing store is officially open today. You guys can just click the link to search and shop. Yu Cheng connected to the stream again, his face full of mockery. Li Feng, you're actually still streaming? Do you really think the authorities are just sitting around doing nothing? I gave a cold chuckle. Yu Cheng, I don't have time to talk trash with a mad dog like you. Knock, knock, knock. A sudden knock echoed from the door. I opened it, and a few men immediately swarmed inside. The man in charge flashed his badge. Director of the Anti-Smuggling Bureau, Li Feihong. We're here to ask you a few questions. Please cooperate. I simply smiled. Come on in. Li Feihong cut right to the chase. That batch of Sykes crystal spheres. Where did you get them? I bought them from overseas as a purchasing agent. Tech companies in Country M strictly ban selling these to us. Are you telling me you didn't know that? Oh, I know. You know, and yet you still have the guts to lie to me? Li Feihong slammed his hand on the table. Give me a reasonable explanation. I didn't even blink. The tech company in Country M just changed their minds. They willingly let me be their purchasing agent. On the other end of the live stream, Yu Cheng started hurling insults. Bullshit. Who the hell do you think you are to have that kind of pull? Li Feihong shot a deadly glare at Yu Cheng. Are you trying to tell me how to do my job? Wang Hai's phone rang, and he stepped outside to take the call. When he came back, he handed the phone to Li Feihong. After reading it, a look of pure shock crossed Li Feihong's face, and then he turned to me. I've had my people verify it. All your paperwork and proofs are completely clear. Sorry to have bothered you today. Yu Cheng was absolutely dumbfounded. Li Feihong looked right at me. The guy who reported you is Yu Cheng. This already constitutes defamation. You can sue him whenever you want. I'm pretty sure all the viewers in your livestream will gladly testify for you. Li Feihong gave a very meaningful smile, turned around, and walked out. I sat back down in front of the screen. Yu Cheng's face was pale as a ghost. Bro Li, I messed up. I was so wrong. Please, be the bigger person here. I'll send you a massive gift. I swear you'll be happy with it. I just smiled, completely amused. If I drop the lawsuit against you, what exactly is in it for me? Yu Cheng gritted his teeth. Bro Li, I'll tell every single fan in my livestream to go follow you. Let's just be friends. I gave a cold laugh. Nice try at showing sincerity. But I refuse. You literally framed me as a spy. I completely despise you from the bottom of my heart. The livestream went absolutely insane. That's so badass, streamer. I fully support you suing his ass. I'm officially calling you the #1 patriotic streamer. The total value of the gifts instantly smashed past 100,000. I noticed that my follower count had completely shattered the 1 million mark. The next afternoon, just as Li Feihong got off work, he immediately saw He Han's chubby face beaming with a huge smile. Hey, old Li, did you manage to set up the meeting? Let's grab something to eat. Inside a private room at the Mandarin Duck restaurant, I pushed the door open and walked in. As soon as Li Yufei saw me, she suddenly let out a startled scream. Li Feng? I froze for a second. Being single since birth for over 20 years, seeing such a beautiful woman, I naturally didn't know how to react. He Han went straight to the point. Little Lee, I need you to buy something on my behalf. The XF chip from YTN Enterprise in Country Y, can you get it? I rubbed my nose. Well, it's not impossible. He Han excitedly grabbed my hand. Li Feng, you're saying you actually can get it? I can try, but Uncle He, what do you need this for? Doesn't this count as stealing Country Y's secrets? He Han cursed in exasperation. Secrets my ass. AI technology started in Country M. When it spread to other nations, Country Y actively approached us in Country Z for joint research. The moment we made some actual progress, those bastards from Country Y took the results and ran. We worked our asses off just to hand them the prize on a silver platter, and they completely stabbed us in the back. I started to get a hunch about He Han's real identity. Uncle He, are you from the research department? He Han smiled smugly. This kid is sharp, saw right through it at a single glance. Li Fei Hong suddenly started coughing and pinched He Han hard on the thigh. During the meal, a blue holographic screen popped up right before my eyes. Item, Country Y's first-generation fully intelligent XF chip. Source, Country Y YTN Enterprise Company Warehouse. Procurement cost, 130,000. Market price, 1 million. Suggested quote, 1 million to 1,200,000. Estimated delivery, within 7 days. Just as I thought, tech products are the absolute fastest way to get filthy rich. After we finished eating, He Han grabbed me as I was about to leave. Whoa, what's the rush? My niece here really wants to go to the amusement park. Her dad and I are getting way too old, so it's not really our scene. You take her. He Han shoved Li Yufei right toward me, grabbed Li Fei Hong, and marched off. The Ferris wheel slowly ascended. With the rising moon, and fireworks blooming in the distance, Li Yufei watched, completely mesmerized. So beautiful, I looked at the gorgeous girl right next to me. It really does inspire some wonderful fantasies. After the fireworks ended, the two of us got off the Ferris wheel, casually talking and laughing. We were completely unaware of the danger quietly approaching. A man wearing a baseball cap suddenly sped up. He whipped a folding knife out of his pocket and charged at me with lightning speed. Li Feng, watch out. Li Yufei shoved me out of the way just in time. The man in the cap flew into a humiliated rage. He thrust the knife viciously toward Li Yufei. Since you want to stick your nose where it doesn't belong, then go to hell in his place. Li Yufei couldn't dodge in time. She could only raise her arm to block it. The sharp blade slashed right across her arm. She turned pale with fright, but bit back her cries of pain. I snapped back to my senses, and planted a fierce kick right into the man's waist, sending him sprawling to the ground. I grabbed Li Yufei's hand. There was a fresh, bleeding gash on her arm. Thank God it didn't hit an artery. I whipped my head around. The man's baseball cap had fallen to the ground, revealing that somewhat ugly face. Yu Cheng simply dropped his disguise entirely. It's me, Li Feng. It's all your fault for ruining my life. I'm going to kill you. I called the cops and shouted to the crowd. Keep an eye on him. The cops will be here any second. I need to get her to the hospital first. I crouched down in front of Li Yufei. Hop on. I'll carry you to the hospital. I don't think that's necessary. Hop on. I ran all the way to the hospital with Li Yufei on my back. While bandaging her up, the doctor recognized me. You're that personal shopper streamer, right? Your girlfriend is absolutely stunning. Li Yufei's face flushed even redder. The doctor continued, it's definitely going to leave a scar. It's just a matter of how deep it gets. But there's an ointment out there that can completely erase scars. You could buy some and give it a try. I stepped outside into the hall and searched my system for a scar removal ointment. 2,000 Washa coins. I went ahead and bought a whole box. By the time we left the hospital, a light rain had started to fall. I blamed myself. This is all my fault. If I hadn't suggested bringing you to the amusement park, you wouldn't have gotten hurt. Li Yufei smiled dismissively. You should be glad I was with you today. If you had been walking home alone when Yu Cheng jumped out at you, you'd be dealing with a lot worse than just an injury. You're right, thank you. I'll treat you to dinner sometime. After dropping Li Yufei off, I headed back to my own place alone. The moment I started my stream, the chat was already blowing up. The entire internet was buzzing about two things. First, Yu Cheng's failed attempt to stab me and his arrest. And second, the fact that I had a gorgeous girlfriend. In the viral video, Li Yufei heroically jumped in to save me, but ended up taking a knife slash from Yu Cheng. Under the moonlight, her beautiful side profile looked absolutely breathtaking. Streamer's girlfriend is so badass. She's definitely fiercely protective of her man. I quickly tried to explain, guys, please don't misunderstand. She's not my girlfriend, we're just close friends. Right then, a private message popped up. The sender's name? Li Yu Fen Fei. The message read, does the thought of me being your girlfriend really upset you that much? You sure were in a hurry to distance yourself from me. I frantically typed back, I was just worried about causing trouble for you. I swear I didn't mean anything else by it. A long time passed, but there was no reply. Meanwhile, after returning home, Li Yufei had locked herself in her room, clutching her teddy bear and pounding it aggressively. Idiot, what a complete idiot. Just then, Li Feihong's voice echoed from outside her door. Yufei? Your mother told me you got hurt. Open the door and tell me what happened. Li Yufei opened the door to find her elderly father's face etched with worry. Dad, I'm totally fine. Yu Cheng was holding a grudge over what happened before. He tried to kill Li Feng. I just happened to be there to save him. Li Feihong nodded, his expression turning stern. From now on, I want you to keep your distance from Li Feng. Being a streamer, it's really easy to offend people. Li Yufei didn't say a word. Li Feihong asked, after spending the evening together, what do you think of Li Feng? Li Yufei replied casually, Li Feng? He's all right, I guess. In her heart, she silently added, other than being clueless about women, he doesn't seem to have any other flaws. He's actually quite attentive. 2 days later, I brought the scar removal cream to Zhongyue community. As soon as I arrived at the Li family's house, He Han chimed in quickly, Li Feng cares about you. He came all this way just to bring you the scar cream. It's almost dinner time, you two should go grab a bite together. Li Feihong was the first to object. Absolutely not, and why not? I'll pay for the meal. He Han declared, leaving absolutely no room for discussion. He pulled me down to sit, only caring about one thing right now. The chip. So, what's the deal with the chip? I asked. The goods are already on the way. He Han looked anxious. Are you absolutely sure it's what I asked for? If it turns out it's not the exact chip I need, it's our whole country that loses face. Li Feihong let out a cold snort. Your uncle he got drunk a few days ago and bragged to the guys from Country Y, saying he could get his hands on that chip. Those ungrateful jerks from Country Y keep messaging him to ask about our research progress. They're clearly looking down on us. A man's gotta stand up for his pride, right? Li Yufei got anxious. Uncle He, aren't you just making things harder for Li Feng by saying that? Country Y is already doing background checks, we need to be even more careful now. Li Feihong lost his temper. Fine then. Let's make a bet. If the goods that arrive aren't authentic, He Han, don't you ever come bothering me again. I spoke up. If I can't pull this off, consider the universal shopper's reputation completely ruined. And I won't contact you guys anymore either. He Han gritted his teeth. Deal. Old Li, I accept your terms, but if I lose, you have to stop interfering with Xiao Li and Yufei's relationship. Yufei and I froze at the same time. How did we get dragged into this? 3 days later, I was right in the middle of a live stream when a call came through. It was a blonde, blue-eyed foreigner. The famous streamer from Country Y, Seth. Seth spoke in fluent Country Z language. Streamer Li, I'm from Country Y. I hear you're quite the personal shopper. I'd love to challenge you and see what you've got. I smiled. You want me to source the XF chip for you? And if I pull it off, I win. Exactly. I chuckled. Nice try, buddy. Country Y has completely blocked all sales channels for the XF chip, and now you're asking me to get one. You guys put it on total lockdown a long time ago, didn't you? Seth threw his hands up in the air. I wouldn't know anything about that. A smirk crept onto my face. Why wouldn't I dare? In 3 days, I'll get you that XF chip. The streamer must be crazy. We all told you it's a trap, and you're still walking right into it. This is about the pride of our two nations. Seth immediately laughed. Li Feng, you agreed to this yourself. If you can't pull it off, you have to admit in front of the whole internet that you people from Country Z are just all talk. So, what do you say? Fine, but if you lose, you owe me 200,000 Country Y dollars. Seth chuckled. No sweat, I accept. 3 days later, I had just woken up when I heard a knock at the door. He Han squeezed his way in. Hey, Li, where's the chip? It's still on the way. Li Yufei followed behind him. Li Feng, you absolutely sure you can get it? I nodded. I made this bet publicly. I'm not doing it to make a fool of myself in front of the whole internet. I picked up my phone. The livestream chat had already blown up. Seth was also live, waiting for me. I connected the call. Seth's eyes locked onto Lee Yufei. And this beautiful lady, is your girlfriend? Lee Yufei replied coldly. Does that have anything to do with you? Seth had thick skin. I just wanted to remind the pretty lady here that Li Feng is about to pay the price for his big talk. Sticking with him is a dead end. Why not come to me instead? My eyes turned a shade colder. Seth, how about we add another condition to our bet? If you lose, you have to get on your knees and apologize to me live on stream. Seth's eyelid twitched. No problem, but if you lose, you'll have to kneel to me too, and hand your girlfriend over to me. Deal. I cut the connection. As night fell, Li Yufei, and He Han waited at my place. He Han checked the time. It's already 10 o'clock. Li Feng, the chip still hasn't been delivered. If it passes 12 o'clock, you lose. I said, not yet. It'll be here by 11 o'clock. Seth's call connected again. Li Feng, still no sign of the chip? I stepped right in front of the camera. Not yet. Seth revealed a mocking smirk. Li Feng, you don't seem anxious at all. It's not called giving up. It's called having everything under control. Seth's face turned livid. Li Feng, cut the crap. Can you produce the chip or not? I told you already. The chip will be here tonight. Beside me, Li Yufei and He Han were burning with anxiety. It was almost 11 o'clock. Why hasn't the chip been delivered yet? He Han was just about to take Li Yufei and leave. I suddenly disappeared from the screen. Seth shot up from his seat. Where the hell is Li Feng? He's not even trying to fake it anymore. Did he just make a run for it? Li Yufei rushed over to the screen. He went to grab the chip. The chip is already here. He Han had just reached the door when he saw me walking out. I was holding a package. It really was the XF chip. We verified it. It's absolutely authentic. He Han held the chip right up to the camera. Look closely, everyone. This is the actual XF chip. Li Feng really managed to source it. And as for you, you country white clown, does your little promise from earlier still count? Seth was completely stunned. The country Y researchers who were in contact with him told him that the chip was, in fact, real. But then, a voice buzzed in his earpiece. Tell them the chip is a fake. Hardly anyone has ever seen a real XF chip anyway. As long as you deny it to the bitter end, there's absolutely nothing they can do to you. Seth gritted his teeth. Listen here, old man. What makes you so sure that's a real XF chip? I'm telling you, that thing is a complete fake. He Han's expression darkened. I belong to the Country Z Science Department. If you don't believe me, look it up online. My name is He Han. Seth's mouth twitched. His country's researchers had recognized He Han from the start. But they didn't say a word. They just told him to blindly deny everything. They were clearly treating him like a sacrificial pawn. He Han stared coldly. If you still refuse to believe it, I'll do a live demonstration right now. He plugged the chip in and started typing away rapidly on an ancient computer. With this chip installed, this old piece of junk is now basically a supercomputer. The computer answered every prompt flawlessly. He Han let out a chuckle. Does anyone still have any doubts? Let me ask you this. If what Li Feng got was a fake, how could it possibly run this smart? Country Y representative, do you have anything else to say? I didn't give Seth a single second to recover. Seth, isn't it about time you honored our little bet? Seth looked completely panicked. Li Feng, I was just joking around earlier. Who the hell is joking with you? My voice suddenly boomed. Here, on Country Z soil. You think you can just pass this off as a joke? You people from Country Y stole our research data, stabbed us in the back, and you have the nerve to call it a joke? Seth flinched, then cursed aggressively in his native language. You want me to apologize to you? In your dreams, you pathetic Country Z scumbags. So what if I'm backing out on my word? Go to hell. The moment he said that, he abruptly cut off the live stream. The chat instantly exploded. Holy crap, this bastard really knows how to pull the plug and run. I contacted the platform moderators and reported exactly what happened on the stream. The head mod only left me one message. Don't worry about it, streamer. You'll have an official response to this by tomorrow. I looked back at my viewers. Let's wait for tomorrow's update, everyone. There is absolutely no way Seth is getting away with this. I turned off the stream, and Li Yufei walked over to me. Li Feng, do you really have that much faith in the stream mods? No, what I believe in is our country. I gave a warm smile, and He Han patted me on the shoulder. Xiao Li, the value of this chip to our National Research Department goes without saying. You can definitely ask for a higher price. I replied, Uncle He. I paid 130,000 for this chip. I only want my money back. He Han was stunned. Xiao Li, even if you asked for 5 million, it would be worth it. Uncle He, just covering my costs is more than enough. Being able to contribute to our country is an honor for an ordinary citizen like me. He Han looked at me, visibly moved. He used to think my patriotic persona was just an act for the camera. But we weren't streaming right now. It was just the three of us. There was absolutely no reason for me to fake it. Alright, Xiao Li, on behalf of the National Research Department. Thank you. On the third day, I was right in the middle of a stream when news of Seth's arrest flooded the chat. I can't believe Seth actually got busted. He's definitely going away for at least 8 to 10 years. The people of Countrywide definitely don't want to start a war over a guy like Seth. I opened the door. It was He Han. He immediately started looking past me, trying to see inside. Seeing him like this, I sighed in annoyance. Stop looking. Yufei didn't come over today. He just pushed past me and walked right in, stepping directly in front of the camera. Li Feng, get over here, quick. He Han pulled something red out of his jacket and unrolled it. It was a silk pennant. He Han looked at me, dead serious. Li Feng, I'm here on behalf of the National Research Department to present you with this pennant. This honor belongs entirely to you. I froze. He Han gave a solemn nod. Li Feng, take it. I nervously accepted the pennant. Then, He Han turned to my stream chat and said, everyone watching, streamer Li is the pride of our country Z. Please continue to support him from now on. As soon as he finished speaking, he dragged me right out the door. Uncle He, why are you dragging me outside? To pay you, of course. He Han pulled a check from his jacket. This is the payment for the chip. Business is business. You have to take this money. I stared at the numbers on the check. 1,130,000. Uncle He, this is way too much. Take it. He Han cut me off. Our country isn't short on cash. You did a real service for the nation. And the nation definitely won't shortchange you. I nodded and accepted it. Thanks, Uncle He. If you ever need me to procure anything else in the future, just let me know. He Han chuckled. He gave my shoulder a very meaningful pat. Don't you worry about that. From now on, I won't even go to old Li's place. If I have any problems, I'm coming straight to you. I instantly got goosebumps. I've seen He Han's relentless, pestering tactics before. He's definitely planning to latch onto me. By the time I got back to my live stream, the chat had already gone completely crazy. The streamer is back. Quick, let us see the pennant the National Scientific Research Department sent. People's Pioneer streamer, nationally recognized, no one is going to give you trouble ever again. As business kept getting better and better, I honestly couldn't handle it all by myself. I decided to open a physical store. I rented a warehouse, picked out a storefront, and got the renovations going. Half a month flew by. I barely streamed at all. I spent all day keeping an eye on the shop. Then, one day, I sent Li Yufei an invitation to the grand opening ribbon-cutting ceremony. The next day at noon, Li Yufei changed into a stunning red gown and arrived at the address. By the time she got there, quite a few people had already shown up. Pang Tianyu was right by my side. Seeing Li Yufei, he yelled out at the top of his lungs, "Brother Li, your wife is here." Li Yufei's face instantly turned bright red. I glared right at Pang Tianyu. Alright, that's enough. You go get busy. I walked up to Li Yufei. Thank you so much for coming to my grand opening ribbon-cutting ceremony. How is the shop? Does it look alright? The store's decoration was absolutely gorgeous. It had absolutely everything you could want, with clearly defined sections. Li Yufei pointed at the red cloth covering the signboard. I'm guessing the name of this shop must be Universal Purchasing Agent, right? I just shook my head. Close, but you're off by one word. It's everything can be bought. I pulled out my phone and started the live stream. 1,500,000 hardcore fans flooded in instantly. Why hasn't the streamer been live for so long? Did you secretly go get married? I laughed. Brothers and sisters, my physical storefront is officially opening today. Right then, He Han showed up, bringing Meng Hai and Li Fei Hong along with him. Li Feng, you kid, you're treating us way too much like outsiders. You didn't even tell me about your new store opening. I gave a dry, awkward laugh. The whole reason I didn't tell He Han was because I was terrified this guy would come block my door whenever he ran into trouble. Come on in and take a seat, you three uncles. If you see anything you like, it's 90% off. I had Pang Tianyu take care of the three of them. I walked up to the storefront myself for the ribbon cutting. Snip. The red ribbon was cut. The red cloth on the signboard was pulled down, revealing 4 massive characters. Everything can be bought. The crowd of onlookers quickly recognized me. Hey, isn't that the streamer, Li Feng? There is literally nothing you can't get when you ask him to buy it for you. The crowd completely surged in. Business was absolutely booming. Later, on the way dropping Li Yufei off at home, I smiled. Thank you so much for today. I really didn't expect business to be this amazing right out of the gate. Li Yufei just smiled nonchalantly. Li Feng, you should definitely hire a few more hands tomorrow. You absolutely cannot let the customer service drag you down. A few days later, I was right in the middle of a live stream at the shop, when I spotted 2 familiar silhouettes right outside the door. It was Meng Hai and He Han. Uncle Meng, Uncle He, what brings you guys here today? Do you actually have some free time? Meng Hai laughed heartily. What's the matter? Am I not welcome? It's right around dinner time anyway. I'm treating. Inside a private room at Tianhai restaurant. I cut straight to the chase. Uncle Meng, stop keeping me in suspense. What's this really about? He Han and Meng Hai exchanged a glance. He Han spoke up. Let me ask you first. You call yourself the universal shopper. Can you really get your hands on absolutely anything? I fired back. Uncle He, do you still doubt the reputation of my universal shopping service? Of course I believe it. I just want to know where your absolute limits are. I don't have any limits. Meng Hai nodded noncommittally. Then I'll give it to you straight. Our National Research Department wants to partner with you on a deeper level and make you an official procurement agent for the department, He Han explained. Simply put, you'd be a specially recruited staff member for the National Research Department. You won't need to report to the office on regular days. Just show up whenever the department needs you. With an annual salary of 1 million. My eyes darted around frantically. Getting 1 million for free just by lending my name? I stared warily at He Han. With this old fox around, could the money really be that easy to make? He Han spoke without a shred of shame. Li Feng, why are you looking at me like that? This 1 million isn't exactly a free handout. If your uncle He asks you to get some things, are you really going to say no? I nodded. Uncle Meng, Uncle He, I accept the offer. Meng Hai pulled a registration form from his coat pocket. Let's go through the formalities anyway. After filling out the paperwork, I asked, Uncle Meng, you guys coming to see me today probably isn't just about this, right? Of course it's not just that. He Han chuckled, throwing an arm around my shoulder. Now that you've signed the corporate slave contract, of course it's time to get to work right away. He Han listed a series of items he needed me to procure, all closely related to scientific research. They were incredibly hard to source on the open market, but for me, it was zero pressure. Ever since attending the opening ceremony, Li Yufei hadn't really bumped into me. Seeing that it was almost time to get off work, a helpless look crept onto her face. Whenever it was time to clock out, she couldn't help but wonder what I was up to. Ring ring, her phone rang. Li Yufei actually thought it was me calling. But when she looked closely at the screen, her smile instantly vanished. Hello, Ying Ying? Why are you calling me out of the blue? Yufei, I'm back. You're the very first person I called to grab a bite with. The usual spot. Hurry over as soon as you get off work. At the West Wind Cafe, Luo Yingying was dressed in a cute Lolita outfit, looking exactly like a little princess. Not only was she gorgeously pretty, but her family was also filthy rich. Yufei, she patted the seat right next to her, flashing a sly grin. Spill it, who's this mystery guy you were so desperately waiting to call you? Who is it exactly? Li Yufei had no choice but to explain everything about me. Luo Yingying listened while looking up my info on her phone. She even found out about the fans mistaking Li Yufei for my girlfriend. She knew the whole story. I'm telling you, Yufei, you need to make the first move with this kind of thing. Luo Yingying snatched Li Yufei's phone. She dialed my number right away. It's super simple. Just ask him out to dinner. You're so gorgeous. I don't believe for a second that he's not into you. Li Yufei panicked instantly. Seeing the call connect, she had to bite the bullet and invite me to dinner. Even after hanging up, her heart was still pounding out of her chest. Luo Yingying stood up, grabbed her bag, and got ready to leave. Li Yufei quickly grabbed her arm. Where do you think you're going? We agreed to eat together. You can't just leave. She clung tightly to Luo Yingying, refusing to let go. She had never been this nervous when we were alone together before. But this time was different. After Luo Yingying's little pep talk, she actually felt even more anxious. Luo Yingying couldn't break free. so she finally gave in. Alright, I'll go with you. I really want to see if this Li Feng guy is even good enough for you anyway. Meanwhile, I was holding a platinum necklace. The crystal pendant was carved into the shape of two lovers. I spent 200,000 on this Star of Dreams through the system shop. It was the only one of its kind in the entire world. I changed into a sharp suit and drove my gray Porsche. Getting it through the system only cost me 500,000. I headed straight to the cafe. Just as I reached the entrance, the valet jogged over, acting incredibly respectful toward my flashy Porsche. I tossed the keys to the valet, adjusted my cuffs, and walked into the cafe. Li Feng, over here. The one calling my name wasn't Li Yufei, but a gorgeous girl who looked just like a porcelain doll. It was the exquisite Luo Yingying. Li Yufei was sitting right next to her. I walked over quickly, not overthinking who Luo Yingying might be. Yufei, who is this? I'm Luo Yingying, Yufei's absolute best friend. Luo Yingying reached out her hand very politely. I gave her fingertips a polite shake, but suddenly I had no idea how I was supposed to give the box to Li Yufei. I originally thought she would be alone. Li Feng, is that thing in your hand a gift for Yufei? Luo Yingying was incredibly sharp. She saw right through me in a second. I was slightly taken aback, and just as I was about to answer, a totally obnoxious voice rang out from behind us. Yingying, the second I heard you were back in town, I had my guys looking everywhere for you. I turned my head to look. A guy with slicked back, bright red hair, followed by two lackeys, marched right up to Luo Yingying. He gave her a wicked smirk. Tell me, why did you go and block my number? Made it so damn hard to track you down. Luo Yingying's expression turned icy cold. Lin Zhongyi, is it really that hard to figure out? I blocked you because I never want to see your face again. Lin Zhongyi looked like he was totally used to this. Chuckling, he said, can't you see how sincere I am? Yingying, as long as you agree to be my girlfriend, you'll enjoy all the wealth and luxury in the world. He held out his hand. His lackey handed him a box. Lin Zhongyi took it and snapped it open. A pendant of lovers embracing. It was exactly the same as the one I had in my pocket. This is a gift I had specially prepared just for you. It's the only one in the world. The Star of Dreams. It cost me 990,000. And now, it's yours. My mouth twitched. What a coincidence. But I was absolutely certain. The necklace in Lin Zhongyi's hand was definitely a fake. The system would never fob me off with a counterfeit. Plus, I had asked the system, and there really was only one Star of Dreams in the entire world. Take it back, I don't want it. Luo Yingying rejected him flat out. Lin Zhongyi's smile froze on his face. Cold glint flashed in Lin Zhongyi's eyes. Then, his gaze locked onto me. Is this punk planning to give a gift to? Don't tell me it's for Yingying. You dare try to steal my woman? Lin Zhongyi pointed a finger right at me. You turned down my gift? For this loser's garbage? Look at him. I doubt his gift even costs 200 bucks. I frowned. I wasn't the one who rejected you. Why are you taking it out on me? Luo Yingying's face darkened. Lin Zhongyi, whatever is going on between us, there's no need to drag anyone else into it. Anyone else? Lin Zhongyi snatched the box right out of my hand. I really want to see what kind of present a piece of trash like you could possibly give Yingying. He flipped the box open. Inside was another Star of Dreams. Lin Zhongyi burst into loud laughter. A Star of Dreams? Yingying, did you see that? He bought a Star of Dreams too. It's a one-of-a-kind item, and this idiot is trying to trick you with a cheap knockoff. Li Yupai and Luo Yingying glanced over as well. The two necklaces were completely identical. My expression turned cold. Who told you that my necklace is the fake one? Lin Zhongyi let out a disdainful sneer. There is only one Star of Dreams in the entire world. If the one in your hand isn't a fake, does that mean mine is? Ha, why couldn't it be? Lin Zhongyi acted as if he just heard the funniest joke in the world. I am the future heir of the Lin Tian Group. I'm worth over 100 million. You think I'd give Yingying a fake? I calmly shot back, just because you have money, means you can't buy a fake? Just because you have money, means you can instantly tell what's real? Luo Yingying tugged at my sleeve. She was silently begging me to drop it. With Lin Zhongyi's immense wealth, the chances of him buying a fake were practically zero. Just then, a few people who had just walked in recognized me. Hey, isn't that Li Feng? The streamer from Universal Shoppers? Hey streamer, what's going on here? Lin Zhongyi's eyes darted around, and he smirked. Perfect timing. Let your fans see for themselves that their favorite streamer is pushing fakes. This Star of Dreams is just some cheap knockoff you're trying to peddle. A fake? What gives you the right to say our streamer is selling fakes? Don't you guys know? The streamer has sourced all sorts of rare items before, and every single one was authentic. Lin Zhongyi simply dangled the necklace in his hand. The real deal is right here in my hand. It's the only one in the entire world. Some people in the crowd started to hesitate. After all, these were the words of the young master of the Lin Tian group. The one in his hand must be the real one. Even though the streamer claims he can source anything, he's bound to make a mistake eventually. Lin Zhongyi sneered smugly. So please, everyone, don't let him fool you. Then, I suddenly spoke up. If I can prove that my necklace is the real one, you have to apologize to me. Lin Zhongyi let out a laugh. Alright, how exactly do you plan on proving that? I just threw my hands up in a shrug. The Star of Dreams is made of a special transparent crystal. In the pitch dark, it shines just like a cluster of stars. Lin Zhongyi had absolutely no idea about this, but he figured that something he bought for 999,000 could never be a fake. Of course I knew that. He scoffed. Someone turn off the lights. A waiter turned off the lights. In the pitch black room, the necklace in Lin Zhongyi's hand gave off a dim, eerie green glow. But then he realized, nobody was even looking at him. On the necklace in my hand,